friends, welcome to Tuesday Study, Belshazzar's Feast. Belshazzar's Feast, does that name ring any bells to you? My name is Dwain, and it rings some bells for me. You will remember that story from Daniel chapter 5. Now, we studied just last week about Nebuchadnezzar attempting to erect an entire statue of gold. Remember that? Because he was the head of gold in that dream of his, but his kingdom would be succeeded by other kingdoms, and he didn't want that to happen. So he erected a whole statue of gold and tried to force everyone to worship him. Well, that Nebuchadnezzar endured some pain and some suffering for that. Now, God had established his kingdom. He had come through, the Ninevites, the Assyrians had been vanquished, and so his throne is now established, and everyone is showing fealty to him. But something happens. When you read it in Daniel chapter 5, he becomes proud, he becomes haughty. He believes that all that is around him is because of him, not because of the goodness of God. And so God snatches his mind. Nebuchadnezzar loses his mind. He becomes like an animal. He goes around like a beast out in the fields. The dew of heaven falls upon his body. He's wet. He has lost his mind. And then God gives him back his right mind. And then he acknowledges God. He acknowledges the God of heaven as the true God. His son somehow does not learn this lesson. Belshazzar does not learn the lesson that God is the one who sets up kings and takes them down. And so to show his dominance and his pride, he takes the vessels that were conquered from when the Babylonians conquered God's people, the Jewish nation. They took the implements and the different vessels from the temple and brought it out of the temple. And Belshazzar holds a big feast and decides that he's going to drink from those vessels and just completely show his dominance over the Jews and their God and their faith. What a mistake. As they are enjoying and having a good time at this party, a disembodied hand begins to write on the wall. It unnerves Belshazzar. He calls in all of his soothsayers and magicians and special readers, but none of them can discern what that writing is on the wall. And finally, his queen tells him, listen, there is a man. He served your father, and he was faithful to him, and the Spirit of God dwells in him. And finally, they call Daniel, and old Daniel's still on the job, still faithful, still praying 3 times a day. They call Daniel in, and Daniel tells him the story of his own father. And then he says in verse 22, you have not learned the lesson of your father. How sad. Daniel says to him, but you, son Belteshazzar, have not humbled your heart, although you knew everything that your father did and what happened to him. And then he tells him, Mene, Mene, Tekel, Upharsin. Those words mean that you have been tried in the balances, that you have been found wanting by God, and your kingdom has been divided and given to another people. That very night, the Medes, the Chaldeans arrived. The Medes came in and killed, Medes and Persians came in and killed Belshazzar that very night. His kingdom was lost. God was saying to him, I'm the one who controls all things. There's lots in this story for us as we look at the end of time. We'll study more tomorrow.